Oh, please give us a cutscene. Yes, cutscene! This is what I live for. This is what we need more of in the game. Cutscenes. Not just us building stuff and it just happening. Oh, Flynn? Oh, hello. Intense. Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Natalie, and as you can probably see, my voice isn't lined up with what you see on screen because the first part of my live stream of the update of Agrabbah, I didn't have sound of my microphone and I didn't know. Now that Nathalie behind these doors for 15,000. Earlier in the live stream here, I thought, well, I did record it, it just wasn't very visible to or hearable to anyone else because my mic didn't work. So I'm just going to do it over again, so it's not going to line up with what is on screen. It's only going to happen halfway through. But look how amazing this world is. The way they build it and the little, what do you call it, the little mini game they implemented, so good. And look how good Jasmine looks. There were some characters in Dreamlight Valley that didn't really line up with what they were supposed to be, but Jasmine definitely is. She looks good. And just look at the little monkeys walking around here. I was pleasantly surprised, and don't mind the outfit please. I quickly had to gather 15,000 points for my Dreamlight magic. And of course it wouldn't be an episode of mine without my inventory being full, which is going to come back to bite us in the butt later on. I also cut out a piece where we took a look at the Oasis Retreat star path, but it's so long ago at this point, like it's been a month or a little more. It has been a while since I uploaded any Disney Dreamlight content regularly, because I was just out of the game. This star path that you see here on screen, well, you don't see the star path here on screen. I'm just going to quickly change the outfit in the background because that looks ridiculous. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. It's not the last time that's going to happen. Haha. But the last star path, the Oasis one, I love decorating with that pack. I still have to show you by the time this episode goes up. Maybe I'll do it in an episode I'm going to drop tomorrow, which is on Thursday, which would have been 4 days ago for you by now, 3 days ago. But today I'm going to post the last videos of which of the videos I recorded before Alice in Wonderland update came out, which is today, as I'm finishing I'm just doing everything today because I'm so done. I'm so done with being behind. Just look at that. This was so much fun. Just having to break stuff, interacting with the world. Not just a stupid fetch quest. This was so much fun. Also, it sometimes took some time to figure stuff out. And having to remind myself, oh, you should go back at some point because there was some stuff up there. And here somewhere we're going to be introduced to the new gameplay. Yeah. Evade, avoid obstacles. Make your way through the hazards. Avoid obstacles such as glowing lights, dust devils and patrolling guards. Which is so cool. Evade, try again if you fail. If you bump into a light or touch an obstacle, you'll be sent back to a previous safe spot. Watch your step and plan your moves carefully. I just have to feel like I have to talk so fast right now. But it's not that bad actually. It's just me going to have to figure out what to say throughout this entire montage. But that's okay. It wouldn't be a video of mine if things went properly. Now, and I do enjoy live streaming, even with no people there. Because it's just the same thing, you know, still recording the same episode basically. But the fun part in it is I like my screen. That's just the most fun part of it. The marketer might be barred from the other side. Of course it is, because we first have to get through the other area. I was stuck here, I think, for quite some time. You can see you were able to see the door in the background. Like, if I had just interacted with it, it would have been fine. But of course I didn't. And let's try again. For some, let's water it, why not? You know, that we haven't tried that yet. You know, in here I kind of want to try, but they said it would bring me back, but no. You can walk into that without being sent back all the way. Yeah, girl, that's really not a way to go in. But because I was a little bit of an idiot and I didn't know where to go, because I didn't walk to the door quickly enough or close enough, I was just interacting with everything around me. Like, that's the thing with live streaming. Usually I cut this out of a video, but now you can't cut it out because you're doing the video, because you're making the video as you are. But look, here we have the giant sandstorm, which is a bit of a problemo. Hey! Jasmine! Hello, do I know you? If you're a visitor to Agrabbah, I'm afraid you've come at a rather difficult time. Agrabbah is unfortunately a dangerous place right now. I had not expected to see anyone here. Oh, I'm Nathalie. I come from a faraway place called Dreamlight Valley. Dreamlight Valley. That does sound familiar, but I can't recall exactly where it is. And you seem familiar too. We met before, but it was a long time ago. Oh, cuck. I don't know which one I'm going to choose, of course. Maybe if you talk more, your memories will come back. Let's say that we chose that one. It's funny. For some reason, I know I can trust you. You can, I promise. So, what's been going on here? Everything is all windy and sandy. That's an understatement. When you came into town, did you see that floating stone structure? Kind of hard to miss. It's kind of hard to miss. Well, the problem began when we started some recent construction in the marketplace. I wanted to build a new fountain so that everyone in Agrabbah could have an additional source of fresh water. Sounds like a great idea. I thought so, but it turns out I should have done more research before choosing a location. When the construction crew was excavating to place some pipes, they stumbled onto a buried vault with that stone structure inside. As soon as it was exposed to the air, these winds began to stir. The structure floated into the air and the winds just got stronger and stronger. In moments, it was hovering over the marketplace and the winds were depositing sand all over Agrabbah. We've been referring to it as the wind caller. Do you know where it came from? No, but it must be older than Agrabbah itself, or it's from a version of the city that's been lost to history. Where's Aladdin? I'm not sure. He and the magic carpet were trying to find a way to stop the winds, but the carpet got trapped in a vortex. Aladdin must have been trapped somewhere as well, otherwise he would have certainly returned to me. Are the people of Agrabbah alright? For now, yes. They're sheltering in the palace where they're safe. But that's not a permanent solution. We need to stop these winds. Okay, what's the next step then? I'm here to help. Thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Now then, I think we should find Aladdin first. He was looking for a way to stop the winds from the rooftops, but I'm afraid he's been trapped somewhere. I've been trying too, but most of Agrabbah's streets are blocked by a strange, incredibly tough sandstone formed by the storm deposits. Maybe I can find a way to help? Normally I would use my royal pickaxe, but it doesn't do anything to the sandstone. Do you think there's something around here that I could use to make it stronger? Well, the artisans district is nearby. With any luck, we'll find something there that will help. I have to talk so fast. I do notice that when I live stream, I'm a little bit nervous because it's still new to me. So I talk faster. I think I'm noticing. So now I just have to, and I can't make a mistake. I heard a strange rumor today on the Agrabbah that lurks treasures and dangers. How my discard fertilizer store is the real treasure. This is what I mean. I have to pay attention. I never have to do that, as you can tell by my episodes. There's the artisans district. Oh, but those sandstones are blocking the way. There's got to be another way in. Let me think. Looks like the wind has blown debris everywhere. Maybe we can find something to make a bridge and get into the district that way. Yes, I'm sure that will work.
Take care.
Sure. We'll find a way. At least we have one wooden plank. And there's another one. Do I see it? When do I see it? I see it. Well, that's good. Because sometimes it's going to take longer. One day my business will do well enough that I can hire one of the people from the artisans district to make me a new card. Probably. Yeah, I hope so for you. Oh yeah, there was some blockage there. That does seem to happen in the game more often than not. Sometimes randomly in... Oh fuck, I have to find another one. Sometimes randomly around the valley where suddenly there is an invisible block. For some reason. Who knows why. Yeah, you can't go in there, girl. Another blockage. And it wouldn't be an update of Disney Dreamlight Valley without some bugs. It's a very beautiful wooden plank. Almost walked into a sandstorm. Proud to say that I have never so far. But I'm really happy that they added something like this into the game. A little bit of a mini game while you're playing the game. It feels more like a game now and less like a mobile game. Just fetch and use your energy kind of thing. I still don't really... Okay, here is where my mother, who does watch my streams, saying like, hey, the sound is very soft. So I think I was trying to change that at some point. But I didn't realize yet that they couldn't hear me. But I think it was a lot later before my mother told me through chat. Yeah. First we have to find a way to the Artisans District, which isn't hard at all, it's right here. Make some adjustments that don't work. At least the gameplay is louder now. Yeah, that doesn't help, girly, if you keep that low as well. But now I can hear the wind. Brilliant. I don't know why I picked all of this up. Maybe because I didn't want to forget, but my pockets were already so full. Finally, we've made it. This is the Artisans District. It looks a little worse for wear, I think. No? What will we do? No? Okay, you're right. I suppose being so close to the wind collar, it was especially affected by the sandstorms. I wanted to come here because the artisans in Agrabbah make special tools to work the extremely hard stone found in the area. We should be able to find ingots of a substance called artisan's alloy that's far harder and more durable than regular metals. Haha, I'm first. No, I'm gone. Why am I gone? Oh, I put a light on. That's clever. It's not going to do much, but there you go. That's great! If I find enough of that, I bet I can upgrade my royal pickaxe so it will break down the sandstone barriers. Then we'll really have a shot at finding Aladdin. Wonderful! Don't forget to check chests in the area. The alloy is a valuable metal, so would have been placed somewhere secure for safekeeping. What I also really like is how much time we spent here in this realm. Mainly because I was trying to figure things out and trying to find things. Like, I got so excited here because there was a puzzle I felt. It is a long time before we can actually do the puzzle, but the puzzle is there. I'm just surprised at this point that my computer manages to live stream. I chose this game to livestream because it's not as taxing on my computer. My computer's really having issues. I should get another one when I finally get a good enough job that I can start saving money again. So for now, we're stuck with this. Yeah, you still can't go through there. It's not that difficult. Continue using planks to navigate the roofs. That should have given me a hint as to where I had to go. There we are again, hopefully. Hopefully. I really hope that it works now. That should be good. That should be good. And ho ho ho. Oh, you get to see everything. Okay, it's moving now. That's what we like to see. And is the desktop audio... It's not really moving, is it? No. Yes, it is. Okay, that's moving now too. Which means that that should work. Okay. We're back on that. Okay. I feel like we're back. To navigate the roofs. But then again, I still need more wood for that. Because we can't push through that. I would almost say, can we just destroy that? But that's a no. Maybe we have to turn back and find it somewhere else. Or we just have to use our brain. There we go. Find pieces. Okay, no, then I'm still thoroughly confused. A gift? Okay, thank you. Nice, I can work with that. I really should have brought some things back before I went here. Why do I feel like I don't have to be here? But I should be here, right? Yeah, find pieces of artisan's alloy in the market chests. So meaning there are more chests. But all I've been able to find is the one chest. Maybe we do have something to do with the puzzle already. Hello. More coin. I don't need all of this. I know it's a waste of resources, but there we go. At least we're rid of some things now. I am confusion. We can't get through that yet. In the market chest. Maybe there are chests somewhere else. Oh, well that will work. Sure. Didn't know that I could leave the area. Well, that will work. Why do we have so many apples? Oh, we just interact. Sure, that works for me too. Hello. Oh, we need another. That's fair enough. And there we go. I feel like a little less of an idiot right now. There we are. Look. Brilliant. Yeah, we can do that, but we can also do this. I have learned that. Can we just more easily get... Well, kind of. Kind of. We didn't have to go all the way up, but then again, it wasn't that far. Artisan's alloy acquired. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope the adjustments you make to your pickaxe work. I'm getting rather worried about Aladdin. We need to find him. Do you have any idea what we might run into as we keep searching? Unfortunately, I don't. I haven't been able to see what's beyond the marketplace gates for a while now. I suppose we should be ready for anything. I think we'll have to avoid dust devils, break down more sandstone, and use planks to get across the rooftops at the very least. Sounds tricky. Perhaps, but I'm sure we can do it, Nathalie. Well, I'll get started on crafting the upgrade for my pickaxe, and then let's try to find Aladdin. Let's actually try to do that. That sounds like a great plan. There we are. Assemble the upgrade. Before I forget that again. She can do anything. She's a beast. Look, that works. I didn't need more sand. I think you guys had enough sand here as well, but we're also getting new stuff from it. It's probably going to be for building around here. Yes, yes, yes. I can see that you want me to do something. I will follow here later. I first want to look around a little bit. What is it that we're finding? What is this? Gold shards. A plentiful resource around Agrabbah, especially after the wind column made its mark. So in a way, she did well. Might not have been what she intended to happen. Ooh, and now we have a note here that I probably skipped at the start. These dust devils are the last straw. The whole reason I got into the fertilizer business was to retire from the caravans and never deal with sandstorms again. Well, that didn't work out for you. Hello? It's probably important. Ooh, bananas. Those are golden bananas, aren't they not? Yeah. Okay. Probably need those for later on. Brilliant. Hello, hello, hello. What might you be hiding? I don't have that. I really should have cleaned out my pockets. Yeah, would it be the last time that I forget to do that beforehand? No one is going to stop me now. There we are. Oh, and another note. Let's pick that up. This is my chance. I need to take that loan and get myself a new stall. What could go wrong? Well, there's so much that could go wrong, actually. But I love the enthusiasm and the passion. Brilliant. Choo-choo. Anything else that we want to get rid of here? Yes, over there. Ooh, and we find some rope. Probably going to be handy for later on. We still had some room in our pockets. And another note. This is why we backtrack. Hello? This is my time. Say goodbye to Hakim's discount fertilizer and hello to Hakim's premium fertilizer. I hope it worked out for you, bud. I have an inkling that it didn't. How do we get rid of that? We don't. There you are. Hello. As long as that doesn't get me here, we should be good. Really? Hello. If you break down those sandstone barriers, the path should be clear. Good luck, Nathalie. I hope Aladdin's where I think he is. I'll do my best to find Aladdin. Once I clear the way, you should be able to follow after me safely. Thank you. It was already gone. Okay, then we have that. Hello. Beautiful little card over there. That almost got me. Almost, but not quite yet. Hello. Probably want us to make something for over there. How many do we need? Okay, Apparently they don't want us to go there yet. Hello! It's the man himself! Where's the monkey? You're cool, but I want to see the monkey. That's why I'm here. Not why she's here, but...
Hello.
And now I'm forgotten. That's how we became the Forgotten. Stuff like this. Aladdin, are you alright? I was so worried. Yeah, I wasn't. Aladdin? Oh, kinda feels like I've been wearing sandpaper for clothes, but aside from that, I'm okay. What about you? She's brilliant. Oh, I'm fine. I just worried about Agrabbah. You know, with everything going on. Well, you wouldn't be the princess I fell in love with if you weren't concerned about everyone. The good news is, I think we now have a real chance to fix things. Hey, now that I'm free, I'm ready to get to work. Are you though? Are you really? Aladdin, it's really you. Huh, you seem familiar, like we met a long time ago. It's me, Nathalie. I came to see if you and Jasmine want to visit Dreamlight Valley with me. Dreamlight Valley? That sort of rings a bell. I'm here to find you. I got to Agrabbah and found the wind caller just looming over everything and whipping the winds into a frenzy. I was able to make my way over to Jasmine and she explained what was going on. Heh, yeah, I guess I've been stuck here for a while now. I was trying to fly up to the wind caller to figure things out, but Carpet and I got hit by a nasty downdraft. I fell here and Carpet's been caught up in the winds ever since. Well, let's go rescue Carpet. And then maybe you and Jasmine will be able to take a break and visit Dreamlight Valley with me. You know, that place sounds more and more familiar, but Jasmine will want to make sure that everyone in Agrabbah is safe before we go anywhere. You too, probably. Thank you so much for helping me free Aladdin. There's still a lot of work to do in Agrabbah, but now that there's 3 of us, I feel much better about our chances. Hey Jasmine, can I ask you a question? Where's Genie? How come he's not helping you with all of this? Unfortunately, he's still traveling, and we have no way to get in touch with him. Well, hopefully I can help a little in his place. I'm not going to stop until Agrabbah is back to normal and you two feel safe leaving the city as is. So what's next? Well, we have to rescue the magic carpet as quickly as we can. Then there are repairs needed in the marketplace, and of course, we need to figure out how to disable the wind caller. Tell me about the magic carpet. Oh, he got stuck in a flurry of wind surrounding the wind caller. The winds there are so intense that poor Carpet hasn't been able to get free. We need to figure out a way to quell the winds and get him out. Tell me about the marketplace. To put it simply, it's a mess. Most of the market stalls are broken and some are covered in ruined produce. Then there's the fountain. We never got to finish it. Tell me about the wind caller. As I said, we found it locked away in a vault under the city. I suppose that means that people in the past had to deal with it too. We just need to figure out how. If you and Aladdin look in the South Market for a clue, I'll keep looking here. Hopefully one of us can find a lead. Sounds tricky, but we can do this. Yes, now why don't you talk to Aladdin? I'm sure he has some ideas about what we need to do to rescue Carpet. Oh, nah, I don't think so actually. Oh, okay. Come on, let's find some planks so we can build walkways and get to the South Market. Down on the ground, the whirlwinds and debris will make it too hard to move. But if you can get rid of the sandstones around this roof, we can move away easier up here. The wind's dropped enough stuff that we should be able to find what we need to do some rooftop hopping all the way to the South Market. What kind of stuff? Let's see. We'll need some planks to make walkways between buildings, some fine ropes to lash things together or climb, and some timber stacks to make platforms. Alright, I'll get looking.
See you around.
I think I got most of it already. It's near Aladdin. Well, there we go. Do I have to talk to him? I can just get rid of this and then it's fine, right? I mean, he should be able to see that he can just walk through. Thank you. And then we'll do this. And this. And then we'll make this. And we can get this. And that. And we have to talk to you first. Fair enough. Ooh, there's stuff here as well. I think I'm going to have way too much of this. We're pretty close to the South Market now. Whoa, are you getting that old smell on the wind? I wonder what we're gonna find down there. Only one way to know. Let's find a way down.
See you around.
There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. At least that's good. Yeah, we saw some rotten fruit. That's right. Okay, we can't go there. And there's more rotten fruit. Oh, the monkeys are there. Hello. Little cuties. Hello. There's a lot of stuff here. Talk to Aladdin. Hi. Whoa, this looks even worse up close. Yeah, it does not look great. I can't believe it. Wish you could have seen it before. It's got all kinds of rare goods brought in by traders from just about everywhere. If we're lucky, maybe we can find something that will help us stop the windcaller. And hey, while we're doing that, let's also look for stuff to repair the stalls. I'm thinking fine rope, timber stacks and bolts of silk. Okay, I'll find all of that and make us some stall repair kits. We'll have everything we need to fix up the stalls in one convenient package. Sounds great. Oh, and you should take this. It will help clear away the smell from all the rotting fruit. Thank you for my watering can.
So long.
Rose water. Though a delicate scent, rose water can cover a surprising number of unpleasant smells. They're not telling us how much, just that it's there. Brilliant. We have way too much stuff. I don't know what we needed that for, but we have it now. Okay, we probably need to make a way past all of these. Brilliant. Some more rope. We didn't get that yet. Of course. Such a waste of my food. But then again, we have so much food, it doesn't really matter. Oh, she's down here now too. That's convenient for me. More food to get rid of. Hello. Okay, we've got a lot. Beautiful. More stuff to do here. Of course we can pick that up. What are you even talking about? Ooh, barely escaped that. Oh, you did not. Okay. More talking. Hi. Looks like you found a bunch of useful stuff. When I lived in a marketplace, I was always amazed at what I could find. One person's trash is another person's stall repair kit. I was going to say treasure, but sure. That works too. Hello? Ooh, this is back to here. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hello. The South Market merchants all aren't exactly welcoming. They'll see fertilizer is a valuable commodity. Maybe I should buy them some clothespins for their noses. Maybe you should do that. Craft-free repair kits. Beautiful, and there's paper behind me. Hello. Mother always said that fortune favors the prepared. Can't forget to get a supply of fine rope, timber stacks and bolts of silk in case anything happens to the stall. That is very true. We've noticed that. Okay, I need just one more for that. We'll probably find that somewhere, someday. Not now. But which stalls are broken? Probably ones in the area that I was at. Yeah, and the South Market stalls. Oh yeah, these debris. Yeah, that will be it. Look at that. Brilliant. Yes. Where is the bag? There it is. More pies. Didn't need more food. I need less of it. Brilliant. Please the same pie. Because otherwise I need to eat so much food. And that works. Okay, one more. And it's over there. I feel like Agrabbah is just one big marketplace. Great. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Open. Where that works for me. Hello? Aladdin, I managed to repair all the stalls. Great! While you were doing that, I found this old-looking piece of jewelry. It's got some strange writing on it that I can't read. Okay. Ooh, a necklace. What if we take it to Jasmine? Great idea! She studied all sorts of stuff. Art, history, science, and ancient languages. If anyone can figure it out, it's her. But we gotta hurry. We can't forget that Garbutt's in trouble too, stuck in a wind-color's vortex. I'm sure we'll be able to help. Now that you're here with us, I've got a lot less doubt. Well, let's go bring the amulet to Jasmine and keep our fingers crossed.
You know, you're pretty amazing.
Thank you. Jasmine, could you take a look at this? Aladdin and I found it. We were wondering if you had any idea what it might be for.
Oh, how kind of you.
Well, I hope that you can read it. Oh, it's beautiful. The quality of the craftsmanship is exquisite. Ah, now if I remember correctly, this phrasing signifies protection of some sort. But from what? From ancient wood structures? Let's see. There are also mentions of caravans and the bite of the desert's rage. Do you think that could be a reference to sandstorms? Protection against sandstorms? That's perfect! There are those giant whirling veils of center on Agrabbah that are blocking me from exploring. Oh, but there are 3 indentations here that look like settings for gemstones. If we find the 3 missing stones, that might activate the power of the amulet. Great, we've got our next objective then. Thank you so much for your help. Here's the amulet back. Once the stones are found, Aladdin should be able to set them properly. Because he's great at taking pieces of jewelry apart.
Goodbye.
Or gemstones out of things that he shouldn't. Explore the rooftops near the South Market to find where the enchanted gemstones could have gone. Well, I mean, I know where it went. It's here. And now we can get through. I'm sorry, I've already collected that, right? I'll just eat more food. There we go. Hey, monkeys. Hey, monkeys. Any chance you want to hand over the gemstones? Ooh, ooh. They want to hand over the gemstones. Would you like some food? Ooh, maybe I'm on the right track here. Why do I have to do... I have bananas with me. Look, and there are more bananas here. I don't need Aladdin for everything. Aladdin, I spotted the gemstones from the protection amulet. The monkeys up on the rooftops have them. Did Agrabbah have troops of monkeys roaming the streets before? No way. They must have moved in and claimed that area of the marketplace after everyone had to flee the sandstorms. The monkeys are pretty cute. They are, aren't they? But if they're anything like Abu, they'd hate being called cute. If Abu had the gemstones, how would you get him to hand them over? Oh, he'd never just hand them over. I'd have to trade for them. Well, they seem to like the shiny gemstones. Maybe we should find something else shiny. Yeah, maybe if we keep cleaning up the marketplace, we'll find something they like better than the gemstones. I think I already have that. Okay, one more pair of golden bananas. I have a feeling. I hope it's not going to be in there. We found the trade, yes, but is it just going to be in the South Market? Don't think so, because we found the other one there. We don't have another wooden thing. No, we do not. Let's see if we can find it. Where would I be if I was the last golden banana set? And that would probably be in the area we just were at. Probably. Okay, we definitely need to grab that. Because we have been here. Yeah, that's where we got the ooh, but we saw more fruit somewhere else. And that was in the beginning areas. If I remember correctly. Yes, it's over here. Okay, there was no banana, no golden banana. She's back there. Maybe we finally have to do something with the puzzle here. Those are the last bananas. Hello? Trade the golden bananas to the monkeys for the amulets, gemstones. I'm glad that we can easily get to places now. Hello. Hey there, monkeys. I know you like your gemstones, but maybe you'd like these shiny golden bananas instead. Ooh, ooh, ah. Well, that seems like a better response than before. Here you go. This party squad. Ooh. As long as I get... Thank you. Yes, the gemstones. Thank you, monkeys. Yes, thank you for... Yeah, scratch your butt while you're at it. But thank you for the apples. Okay, don't steal them. Just put them in. It's not broken though, is it? I just have to put some stuff in. Okay, it wasn't easy, but I got those gemstones from the monkeys. Great, let me set them in the amulet. Yes, do that. Hey, it worked. I've been tinkering a bit since I moved into the palace. Guess it paid off. Put that on, and if Jasmine's correct, you can walk through these huge sandstorms without so much as a scratch. And then on to explore more areas. Yeah, here's hoping we find something about stopping the wind caller soon. That sounds amazing, if it works. Because I don't do well with wood, should, and probably. It does work! Fantastic. Ooh, a book. Ancient Tome. This magical book seems like it's written in an antique form of Arabic. Of course, I have to return to you. I first want to pick up some stuff, even if we can't... Don't have the pockets for it. Of course we do not. Is there more food I want to waste? Not necessarily, but... There we are. Ooh, now we can get all the way over here. Mother always said to be careful and keep some money in reserve, but my new stall is too good of an opportunity to miss. I'd regret it if I didn't spend all my money. Does that mean that we can also walk through the whirlstorms? I don't think that's going to be the case. I didn't see what it was. Brilliant. I pressed too quickly. And then there was also one over here at the beginning area. Brilliant. And I can't recall if there was something somewhere else. So for now we are just going to go to Aladdin. Hello. Aladdin, I found something in the big sandstorm. Whoa, I hope it wasn't too tough to grab. With the amulet, it was a breeze. Great. You know, slipping in and out of dangerous areas like that, you'd make a pretty good thief. Thank you. No offense. Oh, I don't take offense. I'm quite, yeah, I'm good. None taken. Oh, so what does it say in the book? Anything about ancient wind magic? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the language it's written in. Well, let's bring it to Jasmine. Maybe she can translate for us. What I mostly want is another wooden plank. Yeah. There wasn't another sandstorm I can think of that we've skipped. Not from the top of my head anyway. There we go. Jasmine, look at this ancient tome that Aladdin and I found. Is that a good or a bad A good one. It's just a little tricky to read. I think the dialect is different from the ones I've studied. Alright. There's a reference to a container. And something about alchemy. I just need a little more time. While I do this, could you and Aladdin try repairing the alchemy table from the artisans district? Then we can meet later. Based on what I'm reading, we're going to need a table, and I should know more about what's in this tome by then. Okay.
Hope to see you later.
Are you ready? Did you hear that? Hey, how'd the talk with Jasmine go? She's hard at work translating the ancient tome, but she thought you could help me gather some stuff we'll need. Sure, what's on the list? Well, we have to get an alchemy table set up for further crafting. And the table in the artisans district has definitely seen better days. Guess we're fixing it up. Exactly. Wow, this brings me back. I remember when the artisans district was really thriving. Every morning there would be plumes of colorful smoke and the strangest smells. If we're gonna repair the table, we'll need to find a cauldron, a crucible and a base for an alchemy table. And you'd better keep that protection amulet on in case some of the stuff's in the sandstorms. Given how strong those winds are, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the pieces ended up outside the walls of Agrabbah. Guess we'd better get to work. I may have some questions for you later, so let's meet back in the artisans district. Outside of Agrabbah. We'll take that hint. And we'll find another note. There are always treasures to be found behind the dunes of the desert. Or so they say. That's what they want you to think. And then kablam, they can lock you up inside a giant kitty in the desert, you know? A sand kitty, a sand lion. It wasn't a lion, was it? It was more like a tiger? It was a tiger, I think. Hello? Ooh, there's even fish here? I want to see what the fish is. We have to eat even more. Okay. We can easily get rid of this. There goes the food for the Pegasi. Hello. Yes, I will return there. I first want to know what this is. Oh, it's a key. Okay, well, I don't need this. An ancient green key. Okay. Covered in the patina of extreme age, the key still seems in good condition. Have we seen anything? Maybe this? Probably. Maybe it has something to do with that. Hi. Place the alchemy table pieces in the missing spot near Aladdin. Here? Yes. The crucible, the cauldron, and the table base. Brilliant. That table looks great. Reminds me of when I was a kid. Every morning the alchemists would hire the local kids to fetch the ingredients they'd need for the day's work. If you can find some fuel and coal from around the marketplace, we can light the braziers and get the alchemy table going. If I remember right, the stalls with yellow awnings usually stock the supplies that the alchemists used, though they might be a little damaged now. You should be able to grab some fuel from fire pits as well, so keep an eye out. I bet by the time we're done, Jasmine will have translated more instructions on how to deal with the wind caller. Brilliant. Hello. Black fuel from a stall in the central market and charcoal from any fire pits. It was the stuff over here, right? That's the dog. Okay, there was another kit that's needed, I guess. From a stall in the central market. That would be this. Yes. And one more fire pit. We found the first one in this area. There it is. Brushed by you for some reason. Hello. Now we have to make something near the alchemy table. Yes. There we go. Yay! Hello, we're back. Alright, the alchemy table is all built and the fires have been prepared. What's next? You know, I'm not sure. Why don't we go check in with Jasmine? I bet she's translated more of that ancient tome. Hopefully that will point us in the right direction. Hold on, Carpet. I promise we're gonna rescue you. Well, mostly because I'm here, not because you did anything useful. Jasmine, we've got the alchemy table all set up. Wonderful! I've been examining the ancient tome and I think I know what we need to do to stop the wind caller. The first thing we need is a lamp. Like a magic genie lamp? I think we should have brought that in from the start, actually. Well, something similar. If I'm right, we can create a lamp that will house the energy surrounding the wind caller in the same way that a lamp contains a bound genie. Alright, how do we craft it? Well, we'll need gold shards. There was some that was going to be used to decorate the fountain, but the ingots got pulled into the winds and set down with the sandstone deposits. If you can find gold shards and a mold we can pour the gold into, that should do the trick. I'm sure there's a lamp mold in the artisans' district, though it may be buried under the sand. Alright, I can handle that, especially with the protection amulet that I made with Aladdin. And once I have the lamp forged? I'm still not sure. Why don't you come see me once you've made the lamp and I'll keep studying the ancient tome. It's not going to take that long, probably. Yeah, we have enough golden shards and lamp mold buried in the artisans' district. How big is this district? Is the question. I'm still kind of hoping that we're going to do something with this soon. Okay, somewhere buried in this district. Now I just have to be smart enough to notice a giant sand pile that is just begging to be dug up. I think we've already left the district where we're supposed to be. Maybe I just have to go at it randomly? No, that doesn't seem to be right. I spoke too soon. Jasmine, this is going to take a while. Take your time. And I think that this is also leaving the art. Yeah, because then we're already here. Do we see Carpet still? Yeah, there's Carpet. Look, there he is. Okay, maybe not make fun of someone who is stuck. this still doesn't work. Because I can't just dig randomly. Because it's not letting me. Maybe it's more over to this side. I think this is also leaving the artisan's place. Oh, there we go. Look. That didn't take too long. It's a lamp. Craft a gold lamp at a crafting station. It would be a great surprise if the genie did show up, but I don't think they're going to bring him back yet. And that worked for you. Nice. Okay, Jasmine, I have the lamp all ready to be enchanted. Marvelous. Are you sure you aren't a genie, Nathalie? You're certainly making all our wishes come true. I want an outfit of the genie. I want to be able to dress up and become the genie. That's what I need in my life. Phenomenal cosmic powers? More like Dreamlight powers. Well, I am glad for your powers. Without them, this would be far more difficult. It turns out genie magic is going to help us. I've translated more of the tome. It says we need wish magic and explains that every time a genie grants a wish, there's a chance of a magical remnant or echo. If we can find remnants of the wishes that Aladdin made, we can use them to enchant a golden lamp. The question is, how do we do that? Huh, sounds like it might be a job for some Dreamlight magic. Oh, I didn't know you had that sort of power. I literally just told you. Why don't you talk to Aladdin? He can tell you more about the wishes he made. Sure. Thank you. Hey Aladdin, can we talk about your experience with wishes? Sure, what do you want to know? Any details you can share would be good. You never know what might lead us to some of the wish magic. Tell me about your first wish. Oh, that one. Not exactly my smartest idea, but I wished to be a prince. I was in an oasis not too far from Agrabbah, and Abu and I had managed to trick Genie into getting us out of the Cave of Wonders. He was kinda annoyed that we pulled one over on him, so I had to be pretty clear that this was my first wish. Tell me about the second one. My second wish was a real emergency. I was caught by the guards loyal to Jafar, and they slapped some manacles on me and threw me into the sea. I never would have made it without Genie's help. To be honest, I barely even remember making the wish, but I'm sure glad Genie saved me. I do remember that scene from the movie. That was definitely my best wish, the third one. We were on the balcony overlooking the city, and I wished for Genie's freedom. Genie didn't believe me at first. I think I was halfway to being a prince again before he really heard what I'd wished. Well, let's get started. Those remnants of Genie's wishes won't find themselves. Probably not. Maybe. Was made in a desert oasis. Are you guys going to lead me? Or are you just going to stand there? Okay. Yes, and I was here. And I already have the key to something. I hope that the game doesn't want me to get that because we already did get that. But we'll do some fishing. Sure, what was that? Some quicksand mud. I don't think that that's necessarily what he wanted. Or maybe what I want. Maybe I don't even have to be here. Oh, oops, a little bit too early. It's the same as with Animal Crossing. I guess just the fun just going whenever it pleases, basically. There we go. I really think that I already have what I'm supposed to have, actually. But I can't ask them. Or I'm in the wrong... Oh no, there it is. That's definitely new. I have more than enough of those. Remnant of the first wish. Okay. This is what you get if your everything is full. Brilliant. Return to Jasmine. I have a remnant for you. Jasmine, I'm trying to track down remnants of Aladdin's second wish. He was on the water when he made it, so I don't think I can really find any of the wish magic hanging around here. But can you tell me any more about this fountain that you were building? Of course, there aren't many sources of fresh water nearby, so Genie used his magic to enchant a reservoir to change seawater to fresh water. The reservoir is almost full, but with the work on the fountain halted, we were never able to pump any water into Agrabbah. That's quite the infrastructure project. Well, we have some very talented engineers here, and Genie of course. If you can help us finish the work on the fountain, the water you need can be piped right to you. We just have to hook up the pipes. Finally, we're doing the puzzle. No? Oh, we have to craft first. Okay. There we are. Near Jasmine. We get to do them. Hello. Can we do the puzzle? Switch the tiles. There we go. Look at us learning a little bit about how water works or something. There we are. Not that it's a hard puzzle or anything. I'm just happy to do something other than a photo shoot in this game. There we are, that works. Yes! Oh, hello. Another key? Another key! Awesome, we have 2 keys. Ask Jasmine about Genie. There's just one wish left to track down, Nathalie. Yeah, what can you tell me about Aladdin's last wish? The wish that freed Genie. You know, if I hadn't already fallen in love with Aladdin, such a selfless act would have made me do so immediately. Genie deserved his freedom. Yes, he did. And a wonderful voice actor. He did, after waiting for so long. He was so happy that as he flew around, he created these lovely lights. Almost like the fireworks I saw with Aladdin when we went on our magic carpet ride. Then the light became these amazing sparks that we used to make our own fireworks. They made the most fabulous colors in the sky. We called it Genie's Joy. I know we didn't use them all. If you can find some, I'm sure we can use them to enchant the lamp. That would work for me. Where? Look for somewhere with a view of the palace. Okay, that was on the other side. I would say a little bit of where we found Aladdin. Because there we had a good view. I hope the game agrees. We are taking the long way around. But we will get there. There we go. Yes. Ooh, sparkles. The last remnants. Create a wish enchantment. Assemble all 3 wishes remnants at the alchemy table. Sometimes I do remember things and where I have to go. Sometimes it's going well. Most of the time it doesn't. Here we are. A little cooking station. That's pretty. Hello. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to just start cooking with ingredients and things and magic that we don't know. Bring the gold lamp and lamp enchantment to Jasmine. Yes, we're on our way. A girly pop. There you are. Yes. Okay, Jasmine, I hope this works. So do I. Now let me see. The tome's set to combine the enchantment and the new lamp in a very particular way. Okay. There! We did it, Nathalie. With this new lamp, you should be able to remove the barrier blocking the way to the wind collar and rescue the magic carpet. Well, no time like the present. Let's go find our missing textile friend. Oh, well, that went quick. We get a cutscene! Always happy when we got a cutscene for these things. Now we have a desert in a lamp. Don't know what we're going to do with that. But if Jafar ever acts up again in Eternity Isle, we can definitely use that. Then he gets to have his own little Agrabbah, maybe in the lamp. I see options. Nathalie, you did it! I'm so happy the magic carpet's safe again. Thank you. Easy as pie. Perhaps for you, I know it was a difficult task. Now we only have the wind collar to deal with. I think you should work with Aladdin on that. Though the way's been cleared, I'm sure the winds up high are intense, and Aladdin's a much more experienced flyer than I am. The three of you will have to head up to the top of the wind swirl, and then hopefully we can put an end to this whole mess.
I hope to see you later.
Hi. Oh, please give us a cutscene. Yes, cutscene! This is what I live for. This is what we need more of in the game. Cutscenes. Not just us building stuff and it just happening. Oh, Flynn? Oh, hello. Intense. I'm sorry about that. A little bit. Not all that much. Great. We're still missing one for a market, by the way. There was one piece that we couldn't answer, but maybe it's not important. Maybe we don't necessarily have to go there. Hi. You look like you want to be fished up. Ooh, maybe a third key, actually. We got a few two keys now. I don't see anything moving. This is a little bit of a problem. I don't know where the line starts, so... Oh! Well, it worked. I'm happy about that. And we actually need some food right now. With all the food I've already wasted. Destroying so much stuff. Hey, monkey! Boss monkey. Ooh, ah! Hey, monkey, I need that plank. Can I have it? Bah! You seem pretty attached to it. Maybe I should bring you a golden banana. Okay, then you better have one here. Probably, right? They will have thought that through. Of course they have. And then one more crystal. There we go. There's the banana. Brilliant. Hello, monkey. I kinda need that plank you've got. How about a trade for another golden banana? Ah! They are going to be so rich. They are going to be the new mafia. Pleasure doing business with you. Yes. Okay. Happy to have Flynn with me. Flynn might be happy to be here. He just gets wrecked everywhere. There we go. It's almost like Wi-Fi. This is quite high. How did you guys build this? Yeah, I would like to catch a ride. Don't leave without me. There we go. Another cutscene. I'm trying to learn to juggle, but with more than 4 apples, it gets pretty tough. Carpe diem. Nathalie, thanks to your help, we did it. It was definitely tricky up there, but now Agrabbah can start getting back to normal. Mission accomplished then. Not every visitor would have stuck around and helped like that. You're a real friend. So, what's next? Are you ready to visit Dreamlight Valley with me now? I better make sure everything's settled down here first. But why don't you talk to Jasmine? She definitely deserves a break. She's been so worried since this whole mess started. True, the fountain is done and the people of Agrabbah are safe. She does deserve to relax. Hey girl. Jasmine, how are you feeling? I'm so relieved it's finally over. I keep running over a list in my mind of what the people of Agrabbah need to be safe, and I think it's finally completed. Yeah, and now I think you deserve a well-earned vacation. Why don't you come visit Dreamlight Valley with me? There are a lot of people that miss you and haven't seen you since the forgetting. I promise you'll start to remember once you get there. It's strange, but I feel like everything you're saying is true and right. Is there somewhere for Aladdin and I to stay? Not yet. Not right now, but that can be the first thing we do when we arrive. Then I'd be happy to go. Thank you. I just need to say goodbye to my father and Raja first. I would love to meet them, actually. Yes, we can return. Not like this. I kind of immediately just want to place them in Eternity Isle. Did we have spots again? Yes, we do. Then I can have everything back. Oh, and there's another note, actually. I've heard rumors that the water in this quicksand flows from an oasis. I wonder what new forms of fertilizer I can find there. Those were all the notes. But we also still have those 2 keys. But is it just 2 or did I miss something somewhere? Or is it going to be for a later quest? And place Aladdin and Jasmine's house. For now, I will just place it somewhere here. We can always move it later. Then I can just put it for... It doesn't really matter though, does it? Might as well just put it in the meadow since we're going to move it anyway. Always a little bit of a wait. There we go. Brilliant. Yes. Game is loading. There's a lot still loading. And the game is froze. Oh no, there we go. Ooh, that's pretty though. And it isn't that big. It's still going to look the best in Eternity Isle. Especially near the Cave of Wonders. I forgot that I have to build it and pay for it. All these people are so cheap. Why, Nathalie, do my eyes deceive me, or are Jasmine and Aladdin coming back to the valley? I'll be pleased as punch to help you get their house together again. Let's build it. This might not be a whole palace like in Agrabbah, but it's in a neighborhood full of friendly faces. Well, no one really lives here? Oh no, that's not true. We have Daisy living here. At least Jasmine is here. And then we probably have to return for Aladdin. Brilliant. Hello, girly pop. Beautiful.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, Nathalie, I'm starting to remember all the marvelous times I had here with my friends. Do you think they remember me? Definitely. If they were affected by the forgetting, that doesn't mean they can't regain lost memories. Thank you, Nathalie. This is such a gift. Having you and Aladdin back is a gift too. Now you relax, make yourself at home, and I'll have Aladdin here with you shortly.
Goodbye.
Will we though? Are you sure about that? You might have spoken a little bit too soon. But there we go. Going to... The last thing we are going to try and do is get Aladdin back. And maybe we'll find out at some point before we end the live stream. Hi. Can you come back? Whoa, Agrabbah looks almost as good as new. Yeah, you really helped with all the sandstone deposits. I buried what's left of the wind caller crystals out in the desert, so hopefully nobody will stumble onto it again. And the Sultan will deal with the fractured stone around the central market. So you're ready to come and visit Dreamlight Valley? Yes, Carpet and I are ready to head there now. Abu's gonna stay in Agrabbah for a while and keep the Sultan company, but he might join us later. Abu is friends with the Sultan? That's a surprise. Are you kidding? They're best pals now. The Sultan loves hiding treasures for Abu to find, and Abu loves pretending that he gives them back. Don't worry, once a month I clear out his favorite hiding spots and return everything. Well, the valley will be waiting for him when he's ready, but let's get you and Carpet back for now. Great, I know Carpet will be excited to spend some time with you after you helped save Agrabbah. Great. I would think that you could and should have just come with me immediately. I don't know what the added bonus is of us now having to come back without any story elements, but okay. Agrabbah is cool though, I will say that. And I really like what the guards. They also said that we had to be careful for guards, but there were no guards. Maybe later. That could be very interesting if they made a new little mini game or something with that. Who will it be? There you are. A street rat. Yes, you can do that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Whoa, now that I'm back here, I realize how much I miss this place. I feel like I've got a lot to catch up on. You've got the time now? That's for sure. Thanks, Nathalie. Hey, is my old friend Mr. McDuck still here? Is he your friend? Absolutely. His shop is open and stocked if you want to treat yourself to something. By paying for it. Great, I seem to remember discussing treasure hunting with him. Once I'm settled in, I'll have to go see him and catch up. And you should feel free to hang out with Carpet. After I explained how you helped rescue him, he's keen to spend some time with you. Cool, I'll take a picture with him to give him a proper Dreamlight Valley welcome as well. I'll leave you to get settled in, Aladdin. Just remember, if there's anything you need, just let me know. Definitely. And again, thanks, Nathalie. Do I need to go... Okay, we need to take a picture with him. How do we do that? Equip the magic carpet from the companion section. We can do that. I will come back for you, little buddy, little dragon friend. Look at how many companions we've got. I don't even have all the new ones yet. I want to see what petting it is like as well. Are you okay? Oh, that's cute! I wish that we had actually gotten it as a glider. I think that a glider would have made a little bit more sense. Where's my study dragon? There you are. This one is so cute as well. Or if we go into... I might actually put it on next time. But yeah, this is going to be it for today. Next time, I think it's just going to be an episode and not a live stream later. Then we are going to figure out what those two keys are for. But thank you so much for watching. And I'm sorry for all the hiccups and all the things that went wrong today. But I hope to see you maybe in another live stream or in a YouTube video. Have a very lovely day. Goodbye.